Some of my deepest pain comes from the times that I knew and I ignored it anyway. My intuition was screaming and I walked straight past it. If you've noticed that quiet voice that you keep overriding, I want to walk you through how I connect with my inner voice so that it supports me in my decisions in life, so that it's a voice that is your guide and that you don't ignore it. I knew I shouldn't have married my first husband. My body knew it, my gut knew it. There were signs, there were comments, there were feelings. The way my stomach would twist. That quiet voice that said, something's not right here. The way I'd excuse things, but deep down I felt it. I overrode all of it. I told myself I was overreacting, that I should be grateful someone loved me, that other people had it worse, that I was being too sensitive, too difficult, too picky. So I married him anyway. What followed were years that confirmed what I knew all along, and my inner belief that I didn't deserve any better, and that I had chosen this, and that it was my fault. Yes, I take responsibility because I believe there are always two people. I made the choice to do it when I knew I shouldn't have. The shame for me was about not trusting myself. For years after that, I still caught myself not trusting that inner voice, not trusting my intuition in conversations, in work decisions, at home. The same pattern. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my idea's no good. Maybe I'm being dramatic. Maybe I should just go along with it. The price of not trusting myself wasn't just that marriage. It was years, decades of living slightly disconnected from my knowing. The shift for me happened slowly and then suddenly. It was understanding something simple yet profound. Ignoring my intuition doesn't mean I'm broken now. I wasn't stupid. I wasn't careless. I was doing the very best I could with the knowledge, the skills, and the understanding I had at the time. Think about it. When you're in a situation where you don't feel safe, you don't feel you have the choice to leave. When the consequences of trusting yourself feel riskier than the consequences of staying quiet, when you've been told that your feelings are too sensitive or too much, your intuition isn't the problem. The environment around you is. So many of us have learned to override our inner voice for survival, to ignore saying no because yes kept us safe, to dismiss our gut because it felt too risky to trust it. What we need to do is reframe what intuition really is. Intuition isn't some magical gift that other people have and you don't. It's your nervous system processing things faster than your conscious mind. It's patterns you've learned, wisdom you've gained, and skills you've developed, all working together to keep you safe. For me, my intuition worked perfectly. It was screaming, "This isn't safe." I just didn't yet know how to honour it. And I didn't have the safety and the support to act on it. That's a really important distinction. My intuition wasn't broken. My circumstances were complicated. It's not too late to rebuild this relationship with yourself now. Over the years, I've gained more resources, more awareness, and more power. And I have developed my intuition. The goal isn't to continue blaming yourself for past versions where you didn't act in ways you wanted to. The goal is to practice now with the wisdom and compassion that you have. Grab your pen and paper and let's do a little practice. Think about a time you overrode your gut. Again, nothing traumatic, nothing huge, just a little niggly time that you heard it there but you ignored it. Ask yourself, what was I afraid of happening if I had trusted my gut? And secondly, what did I not have back then? Support? Wisdom? Knowledge? You might like to write a little sentence to your past self who was in that situation. I understand why you did what you did. You were doing your best with what you knew at the time. I'm not angry with you. I can see how hard you were trying. Just that shift from blame to compassion is the beginning of rebuilding your intuition, learning to trust yourself. Now we want to think about how our intuition speaks to us. What is it for you? Is it a tightness in your chest? A butterfly feeling in your stomach? Your heart feeling like it's beating a little bit faster? It could be a sentence that pops into your head like, "This doesn't feel right," or "Be careful here," or a phrase like, "I don't want this." Little tiny indicators that until now you've been pushing down. It could be a pattern, like every time you see a certain person, you feel uptight or drained. Every time you commit to something you don't want to do, you feel resentful and angry. Take a moment and ask yourself, how does my intuition get my attention? Write down your answer. We're not trying to force anything here, we're just getting curious. Take notice of the first thing that comes to mind. That is always the right answer and the thing you need to be focusing on next. This coming week, choose one area to start focusing on. Maybe it's the relationship with your partner and speaking up when they want to do something and you don't. Maybe it's noticing how you feel at work and what your intuition is telling you there. Not the biggest life decision, not whether to leave your job or not. In this coming week, when those moments come up, ask yourself, what do I really want here? Not what should I be doing, not what does somebody else want me to do. My real honest answer about what I want to do, what I feel is right for me, what my intuition is telling me. Then, if it feels safe, try honouring that. Try telling your partner that, no, you don't want to do that right now because you're in the middle of something and you'd like to finish it. Can we do it later? Notice how you feel at work. Do you have tightness in your chest? Stress? Be honest with yourself. In doing this, you're not proving anything to anyone else. You are starting to trust yourself. You are showing yourself that you are starting to listen now. It's building a relationship with yourself. It doesn't happen with one grand gesture. It doesn't happen in 5 minutes. A relationship builds over time when we trust, and we trust again and again and again. So, a gentle question for you now. Can you think of a time when you overrode your intuition? And what would you say to that past version of you? If you're willing, share that in the comments. And if not, that's perfectly okay. Just make a note of it in your journal. If you'd like help with any of this, I do one-on-one coaching and there's a link in the description. See you tomorrow.